Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to my Dynasty Football Fantasy Football rankings for the rookies. And also, we're doing two Dynasty mock drafts today for my two different Dynasty leagues. Uh, so I'm just going to show y'all kind of like my thought processes behind my Dynasty draft picks. Um, but this is my rankings. I made a video about it. If you saw it, I probably switched up like half the rankings like midway through, and I moved Tess Walker way up. Other than that, it's not too far off a chalk. I've obviously made some changes. Like I've got Xavier Worthy and Keon Coleman higher than neighbors. Thomas and O'Dunes. Also got AD Mitchell pushed up a little bit. I moved Benson at like way up my board. But I think this is a pretty decent set of rankings. Not perfect, and we'll see. Time will tell how accurate they end up being. Probably not very. But let's get into some of these actual mock drafts so we can see what it would actually look like in practice. And we're just gonna assume like some of these picks have been traded. This because these are my actual leagues. But we're just gonna assume that it'd be like a normal draft. All right, let's see what would happen. We got Marvin Harrison, Neighbors, O'Dunes, Bowers, Caleb Williams, Xavier Worthy. So we're not going to get Xavier Worthy anymore. We missed out on that. Jonathan Brooks, to be honest, that would be a great add to my team. I need a running back. Keon Coleman, I also really like Keon Coleman. That's the choice right here. This team doesn't need a quarterback. Who do I have a quarterback? Oh, I do kind of need a quarterback, but I don't need Jaden Daniels. I've already got Justin Fields and fucking who else do I have? I have Russell Wilson. I have both the Pittsburgh quarterbacks. But Jaden Daniels seems like the same type of player as Justin Fields to me. Jaden Daniels might be better, but if I'm looking for a quarterback, I want a safe option. So here, it's between Keon Coleman and Jonathan Brooks. I think Keon Coleman's a better player, but it's harder to get a good running back in Dynasty. And it's easier to trade a good running back in Dynasty. But Keon Coleman, to be honest, I think Keon Coleman could be a top 5 fantasy football wide receiver. And I don't really think Jonathan Brooks is going to be a top 5 running back, but I think he's going to be a running back that plays. We're going to go Keon Coleman here, just because I like the upside more. Although I think it's hard to pass on Jonathan Brooks there. Oh yeah, this is not a snake draft. In my league, we have it set where it's like a regular draft order, so the worst team gets the most help, and the best team really doesn't get much help at all. Because in my other league, it's a snake draft. But in Dynasty, I feel like if you're the best team and you get the 112 and 2-1, like you can get two pretty decent players right there. Whereas the first overall is getting the 101 and the 212 and the 3-1, which is just usually the 212 and the 3-1 usually aren't very helpful in Dynasty football. No, they can be. I think there's a lot of good players in this draft class, but most years the 212 and 3-1 are just not good at all. Okay, so we got Roman Wilson, Jalen Polk, Roy Franklin. Let's look at a position by position. Now I have a good tight end in this league. Otherwise, I would probably take my own advice and take Ben Sinnett here. But JJ McCarthy also got taken. I mean, somebody's slipping through the cracks. Roman Wilson, Luke McCaffrey. I don't really feel like I'm getting good value taking Roman Wilson here. I do think Ben Sinnett is a pretty good value here. But actually, what we're going to do here is we're going to go receiver and we're going to go Tez Walker. Actually, probably shouldn't have done that. Probably should have waited on Tez Walker. But I think, at least for the purposes of this, I can get Benson in the third. And I was right. Bucky Irving. I could have took Bucky Irving right here as well. Or Lloyd. Okay, now who do we... Oh, I don't have a fourth round pick. Jordan Travis. Okay, so who do we want here? Who do we have available? Johnny Wilson, Jamari Thrash. It's a shame that Jordan Travis. I really need that fourth round pick. Okay, we're not gonna see much out of Frank Gore. Okay, so here I think we're gonna go ahead and go Anais Smith. All right. Yeah, so that's how it went down for this draft. I don't know how that's actually going to play into my whole roster. I maybe should have took the running back there. I really need a quarterback. I would kind of hope that the draft didn't go like this because I really need some quarterback to fall back to me. Also, it was a shame that AD Mitchell went so early. I also think I could have got Tez Walker maybe back here in the third round, but I think in real life, he's going to move up the draft boards. Same for Sinet. I don't think you're going to get these two this late. Um, would have loved for JJ McCarthy to fall back here. I do need another quarterback. I also need a running back. So I did not address any of my needs. In fact, taking the tight end here, probably not a fantastic call. But I have Achan and Bijan, so I'm not like freaking out a running back, but I do want one or two more just for injuries and fill-in weeks. But receivers are just so much more valuable in dynasty football that it's hard for me to take a running back over a receiver. All right, let's look at the next league real quick. And in this league, I've made a bunch of trades. So I have the 102 and the 104. I had the worst record of the league, so I should be the 101. But the way we do it is the winner of the losers bracket gets the 101, and I actually lost the losers bracket. So I lost the league and I lost the losers bracket. I blew up my team and was rebuilding though. So we got rid of a bunch of old players. Got rid of Najee. Got rid of DeAndre Swift. Got rid of Devontae Adams. Um, a couple other trades I made, but they weren't actually very good for my team. So don't want to bring those up here. Anyways, let's see how this one's gonna go. For reference, my team. Oh, you can't see my team, but I'll scroll down. Got Brock Purdy and Anthony Richardson. For running back, I really just have Pacheco. Take Bigsby might be good down the line. For receivers, let me pull this down. For receivers, I've got Christian Kirk, Olave, Downs, Josh Downs from Indianapolis. Curtis Samuel, and Rashid Shaheed. They're just two guys that get work. They aren't very fantastic. I've also got JSN. So JSN, Olave, and Downs. I've also got Quentin Johnston, which hopefully he turns out to be a little bit better. But I'm feeling okay at receiver in this league. I really need another running back. I need another running back like my life depends on it. So we're probably gonna have to take Jonathan Brooks here at the 104. If I had to guess. Let's start out the draft and see what happens. We got Marvin Harrison up, and we got the 102, which means I could get Brock Bowers. My problem is I have Fryermuth and Dalton Kincaid, and I think Brock Bowers is a better player than both of them. I also kind of need a quarterback. I'm not gonna lie. I feel safe with Brock Purdy and Anthony Richardson though, so I don't desperately need a quarterback. And I think the best pick here is Xavier Worthy for my team. Because Jonathan Brooks is not going to go here in these next three picks. So I think talent-wise, Brock Bowers and Caleb Williams are the best two players. But for this team, I want to lock in a good receiver, which is Xavier Worthy, and there goes Malik Neighbors. And then we're gonna lock in Jonathan Brooks, even though I don't like. I would much rather have Brock Bowers or Caleb Williams, but I need a running back so bad that I think Jonathan Brooks is my best pick here. And Brock Bowers slides to the 106. That would be absolutely insane. The 106 would love that to happen. Same for 107 with Caleb Williams, which makes me think I need to move back a little because I think I could get Worthy. I think Neighbors is still going to be higher rated than Worthy by the time everything's all said and done. So I think I could move back to like here in the 105 and the 107. The problem is, can I make a deal with those two teams? I don't think I can move back all the way here and get what I want. I could move back further and get Keon Coleman maybe. And we're already seeing Keon Coleman slide up the draft boards, and he's just going to move. He's going to be here. He's going to be ahead of Brian Thomas by the time all this is said and done. So who does that give us? We kind of need a quarterback, so Bo Nix wouldn't be horrible. For quarterbacks, we've got Penix, Bo Nix, Rattler, Jordan Travis. I might take Jordan Travis here at the 3-1. I have this 210, the 212, and the 3-1. Running backs, Estime, Bucky, Irving. Okay, I think we might take a couple more running backs here. Wide receivers, Jermaine Burton, Tez Walker. Okay, so I do think we need to try to get Tez Walker. Sinnett wouldn't be a bad choice. Oof, this is tough. This is tough. There's a lot of good players in this draft. Okay, we're going to go with a running back. And the real question is, do we think Estime or Bucky Irving is going to get playing time first? Or Marshawn Lloyd? In the 3rd round? I mean, to be honest, where did Estime get drafted? 5th round. Braylon Allen got drafted in... Well, looks to be about the 5th round. Turn off auto pick. Jesus Christ. Okay, so we're gonna go remove, 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 remove. Jesus, sleeper. Okay, so we are going to take Marshawn Lloyd probably. And then here we are going to go with our wide receiver that we really like, although Luke McCaffrey. Oof, that could be big. I could be totally missing out on Luke McCaffrey here. We're going to go Tez Walker. I like the setup he's in. And we're also going to take a tight end. We're going to take Ben Sinnett here. And we don't really need a tight end, but if Lloyd is starting and Brooks is starting, that would really help out my running back position. We don't have a 412, but maybe we can get Jordan Travis right here at the 5-1. Jermaine Burton goes on the 4th. Cade Stover, Isaiah Davis. Okay, and we can get a quarterback right here. We can get Jordan Travis. Not loving it. He's hurt right now, but down the line, I think you can get him at a discount here. That's the main thing. He's going to be behind Aaron Rodgers for a little while. I don't need a quarterback day one, though. So that fills a lot of holes for me. And looking at my team, we would add Jordan Travis. It doesn't really help us, but we would get Jonathan Brooks, who could be a day one starter for us. And I think Worthy and Tez Walker are both really good receivers to add to my team. Worthy could start year one. Tez Walker, maybe. I don't really see him starting this year, but he could work his way into the lineup. I really think QJ and JSN will start getting more involved though, so I don't really need that much receiver help. Also, I think I could have went Caleb Williams. I could have went Caleb Williams and Jonathan Brooks, but I would rather have a receiver on my team. Also, I don't think Caleb Williams is going to be all that great. Actually, he will be great, but I don't think starting out he's going to be that fantastic. But yeah, so this is how the draft turned out. I think this one turned out okay for me. I think I might have liked the other one more where I took Bowers and Caleb Williams. But the problem is the impact running backs and receivers. I think Jonathan Brooks is the only impact running back, so I don't know how far back I can move and get him. I definitely thinking I need to move back from one of these picks, though. I definitely think I need to move back from the 102. Because there's Brock Bowers, there's Caleb Williams. Somebody could take Xavier Worthy there, but like I view it kind of like a few years ago when Olave was coming into the league, and there were a bunch of really good receivers, but I wanted Olave. So I had the 101 that year, and I traded it. One of the teams took Breece Hall, which I probably could have used Breece Hall these last few years, but I think Olave's got more time in the league. So I think I'm kind of thinking the same thing this year, where I like Jonathan Brooks and Xavier Worthy, and I could move back a little bit and get both of them. But probably what I'm going to do is just try to move back the 102. Probably to right around Team 6 or Team 7. I think that would give me the most... Because Brooks could get... I would probably take Brooks here and hope that Xavier Worthy fell. But it's going to depend when our draft is, because Xavier Worthy's going to move up the board more and more. O'Dunes, Thomas, they're going to move back. Also, Keon Coleman's going to move up. And I think Keon Coleman and Xavier Worthy, I think Keon Coleman actually has more potential to end up as like a wide receiver 1 overall than Xavier Worthy does. So I wouldn't be mad like if I moved back at the 102 and I didn't get Xavier Worthy and instead I took Keon Coleman. I do already have a Kansas City player with Pacheco. But yeah, I think this draft turned out all right. I'm really digging it. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed that, thanks for watching. We can do more Dynasty mock drafts later down the line. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching, and let me know what you guys are thinking about your rookie drafts. But yeah, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and have a good day.
He's doing the song.
Yeah.
The song was light.
Yeah.
The song was light. That'll lighten things
That's a
up.
good
Do the song.
idea.
Do the song. Yeah.
Let's enjoy this song.
There is a spider, it's deep in my soul. He's lived here for years. He just won't let go. He's laying around. He's got a mean bite. Now he's ready to fight. And stand up for what he knows. I don't need your trophy, so you go. I just wanna tell you all, go yourself.
Oh, spitting at them. Is that the sign? Screw it.
Sign.
Spit! Spit!
Hey, you!
Oh, what is wrong with you people? Get out of here!
Did you hear my song?
I heard it. I love it. Great song, Charlie.
Yeah, man.